content on Indian cricket, go check out the channel named Cricket with Devi and you'll find whatever you need. Along with that, there are reviews and analysis on Cricket with Devi, exclusive interviews with sports journalists, cricket journalists, and also there's IPL content and special segments on this channel. So the choice is yours. Come watch us at Cricket with Devi with special segments, special interviews, and reviews and analysis. Hope you like our content. So let's continue and like, share, and subscribe. Hello guys. So today I come back with another episode of 2021, the transformation of Team India in Test cricket. Episode 2, the Gaba Breach. In the first test of the Border Gavaskar Trophy, Tim Paine in the decider won the toss and chose to bat first as Australia lost David Warner in the first over to some terrific bowling from Mohammad Siraj and a wonderful catch from Rohit Sharma in the slip cordon. Shardul Thakur then struck to get the wicket of Marcus Harris as both the Australian openers were gone. Steve Smith and Marnus Labuschagne started a pretty good partnership. Steve Smith departed on 36 runs to fall victim to Washington Sundar being his first test wicket. Marnus Labuschagne, being pretty consistent in the series, scored his first test century of the series and then he departed to T. Natarajan. There were a few really good knocks in the middle order, in the lower and middle order from Matthew Wade, Tim Paine and Cameron Green, all of whom scored 40-50 odd runs. Then the one who struck to get these wickets was first T. Natarajan, as I told. T. Natarajan struck to get the wickets of Matthew Wade and Marnus Labuschagne. Washington Sundar got rid of Cameron Green with a wonder ball, cleaning him all ends up. Shardul Thakur got the wicket of Tim Paine as Pat Cummins as India bowled out Australia for 369 runs. When India came on to bat, Shubman Gill departed early off the bowling of Pat Cummins. Then Rohit Sharma and Cheteshwar Pujara built a really good partnership. Rohit Sharma was looking good, he was hitting well until he found a fielder in the deep of Nathan Lyon's bowling, being pretty disappointed as he was looking really good. Josh Hazlewood then got the better of Cheteshwar Pujara on the next day. Ajinkya Rahane was playing really well in a partnership with Mayank Agarwal until he too departed of the bowling of Mitchell Starc, being caught in the slip cordon. Mayank Agarwal was playing really well in the middle order for the first time, scoring 38 runs of 38 runs. Josh Hazlewood got the better of him. But the match-changing partnership this time was between Shardul Thakur and Washington Sundar. Washington Sundar, the debutant, scored a 50, and so did Shardul Thakur, frustrating the Aussies. Both of them had a really good 100-run partnership, bringing India back into this test. India scored 312 runs in the end, with both of them scoring 50s, being the highest run scorers for India this inning. Then Shardul Thakur was finally bowled off the bowling of Pat Cummins, as Navdeep Saini was dismissed off the bowling of Josh Hazlewood. India were bowled out for 312, going nearer to Australia's target. Marcus Harris, David Warner were looking good. David Warner this time was playing really well until Marcus Harris departed off the bowling of Shardul Thakur and David Warner off the bowling of the debutant Washington Sundar. Siraj bowled a beauty to dismiss Marnus Labuschagne. Steve Smith this inning was a bit lucky, doting his luck after he was dropped. Siraj this time got the ball to kick off and got extra bounce to get the better of Steve Smith, whereas Shardul Thakur again got Tim Paine. Mohammad Siraj was absolutely magnificent this inning, getting his first 5-4 in Test cricket. Being really impressive in this tour, he was absolutely brilliant once again, getting India back into the game. India needed 328 runs to win. with the rest of this last session being washed out. Pat Cummins got the better of Rohit Sharma in the starting part of day 5. Then the partnership between Shubman Gill and Cheteshwar Pujara changed things up for India. Shubman Gill scored a brilliant 50, whereas Cheteshwar Pujara was getting body blows on the other end. Shubman Gill was playing really well on the other end, scoring runs, was hitting sixes to Mitchell Starc. There was that big oval where India scored 20 odd runs with both Shubman Gill and Cheteshwar Pujara cashing in. Shubman Gill was just nearing his 100 when Nathan Lyon got the ball outside off stump to dismiss him. Cheteshwar Pujara was battling hard as he was getting body blows, whereas Ajinkya Rahane of the other end departed. Then there was that partnership between Rishabh Pant and Cheteshwar Pujara again. Pujara bought up his 50, but then soon departed off the bowling of Pat Cummins when he got the new ball. Rishabh Pant, Mr. Spider-Man, carried on and scored his 50, reached his 50, hitting a few brilliant strokes. Washington Sundar's cameo in this inning too can't be forgotten, along with Rishabh Pant's heroics to breach the Gabba. He played brilliantly with the tail, with Pujara, and this was a once-in-a-lifetime inning, 89 runs of 138 balls. Rishabh Pant was the saviour for India, and this was a game where nothing can be forgotten. This was a team effort. T. Natarajan's bowling, Rishabh Pant's brilliant knock, Cheteshwar Pujara, Rohit Sharma's contribution with the bat, Shubman Gill's 91, Washington Sundar with the bat in the first innings, with the ball in the last innings, he was impressive too. Shardul Thakur 67, his 4 for, Mohammad Siraj's 5 for. This was just a terrific game. Pat Cummins was named player of the series. He was rightly slow as India created history, having less players, having lack of resources, but still breached Gabba as India became the first team to win at the Gabba, the fortress of Australia, after so many years. India beat the expectation of so many people. India showed that when you have belief, you can do anything. India showed that never underestimate the Indians. And as we say, toota hai Gabba ka ghamand. So, overall, looking at this game, Australia first scored 369 runs, were all out. Marnus Labuschagne, Tim Paine were the highest run scorers. Marnus Labuschagne scored 100. Washington Sundar had a 3 for on his debut, and so did T. Natarajan. India scored 336 runs where they were all out. Shardul Thakur and Washington Sundar had that magical partnership as Josh Hazlewood got a 5 for in that inning. Steve Smith and David Warner were the highest run scorers for Australia in the third inning when Mohammad Siraj took a brilliant 5 for as India got a target of 328 runs. On the last day, India needed 324 when Shubman Gill, Rishabh Pant, Cheteshwar Pujara were all the heroes for India as India won the Border Gavaskar Series 2020-2021 2-1 as हम कहते हैं टूटा है गाबा का घमंड. Hoping you guys like this episode of the Gabba breach in our series, narration series 2021, the transformation of Team India in Test cricket. So hope you guys like this episode. We have a lot to learn from this game, that when you have the belief, when you believe in yourself, when everyone's against you, when nobody thinks you can win, when nobody thinks you can do something, you still can do something if you have belief in yourself. So we learned this from this series. India won the Border Gavaskar Series 2020-21 by 2-1, having lack of resources, lack of players, but we believed in ourselves, and after that 36 all out, we won the series. So this gives us a lot to learn, and if you like this video, do give us a like, please share this video, and most importantly, please subscribe to the channel. You are free to share your comments in the comment section, your favorite part of this game, how does this come in your memories, and all of that. So hope you like this video. Till then, I'll meet you in the next one. We have two more episodes to come in this series. Stay tuned, like, share and subscribe. Goodbye, friends.